Okay, so we are starting the class. Welcome. Today we will discuss about some urban definitions of India. We will try to define some urban terms in India and abroad. Mainly, our focus will be on India. So, what is urban according to Government of India and Census? Yes. What is urban? Yes.
Urban is a place where the secondary or tertiary activities are mainly performed.
Yeah.
And
Other
the
than
minor
primary activities, most of the workers, majority of the people are workers, are dependent for their livelihood on activities
and,
other than primary activities. Okay, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, quinary, anyone other than primary activity.
and the
Yes.
and the criteria for the density was added afterwards.
Yes,
Not earlier.
yes. Density is a criterion, and population size is a criterion, and functions are the criteria. And but according to Government of India and Census, Government of India recognizes a place as urban when there is a minimum population of 5,000. Minimum population of 5,000. Minimum population of 5,000 people. Okay, that is a minimum population threshold, and it says that at least 75% of male workers. 75% of male workers are engaged in activities.
Non-agriculture.
Yeah. You cannot see
Sir,
the
engaged
board?
in non-agriculture activities.
Yes. You can see. Yes. What are you saying?
Sir, I was saying that they are engaged in non-agriculture activities.
Non-agricultural activities. 75% of male workers. Here, a little gender discrimination is there in Government of India definition. 75% of, more than 75% of male workers are engaged in activities which are other than primary activities. And a density of 400 persons, 400 persons per square kilometer. 400 persons per square, yes,
Kilometers.
per square kilometers. In a area of 1 square kilometer, it is minimum 400%. This is the census definition of India. Around 30%, more than 30% people, according to this definition, more than around 32%, according to census, 32% population of India lives in, can be defined as urban. Now there are some terms according to Government of India and according to India. That first is statutory towns. What is statutory town? There is a term that is called statutory town. What is a statutory town? Yes. These are the towns. All municipal areas and other urban areas declared as such by the government are statutory towns. They have their own administrative structure, and in most cases, they can levy taxes. For definition, we don't mention that any area, either there is 5,000 limit, 75% of main working population is dependent on non-agricultural activities, a density of population at least 400 persons per square kilometer. Besides that, if government want to declare any area, any village, mind it, any village even, if it defines or notify it as urban area, it is urban. So that is statutory. That is according to administration. That's definition. Statutory town means it is according to administration. To administrative setup. That is administrative definition. If there is an urban administration, means what urban administration means in India?
Municipalities.
Municipalities,
Notified town area
Municipal corporation.
municipal corporations and
notified town area committee.
notified town area committee, yes, and mainly that is the declared urban area or notified town area committee, and mega cities and all, super cities, mega cities, megalopolis, which have an administrative urban administrative setup, that is town. That is statutory town in India. According to that, that they are defined on the basis of administrative setup. Now, yes,
Can we say New Delhi as statutory town because it
yeah, of
has
course, that is a statutory town. All towns which have administrative setup are statutory towns. But New Delhi needs no definition and no notification to be called as urban, isn't it?
yes.
New Delhi don't need any definition. That is a city, loud and clear. That is a big city, loud, one of the biggest city in the world. So it doesn't need any classification. If government doesn't place it into urban, then also it will be urban. World will recognize it as a big city. So there is a very interesting criterion, is census town. Now what are these? Census town. In India, census town. What is that? Any idea? Census towns are areas outside the statutory towns. Statutory towns we have discussed. Outside the statutory towns that have distinct urban characteristics like population density above 400 persons per square kilometer, minimum population size of 5,000, and more than 75% of male workers engaged in non-agricultural area. Actually, they were identified in 2001 census. 2001 census. All these quality, but they are outside the purview of. They are not notified, but census recognizes them as town. Around more than 4,000 towns are there in India. So that is census town. A special characteristic, a special classification of towns was developed in 2001 census. 2001 census. Census recognizes them as town. Maybe they are not statutory. Maybe they are not notified. Maybe, but they have these characteristics. Which is this? What is the city in India? What is called the city in India? City and town. What is city in India?
The difference of population size will play the big role.
Is there any criterion? City.
Population size can be a criteria.
Yes, population size is the main criterion. What is that? What is the number? Can you tell me? What is the number?
It's 1 lakh. 1 lakh.
1 lakh, yes, 100,000. More than 100,000. If a town has more than 100,000 of population, then only it will be called a city. And less than 100,000, what that will be called?
Suburbs.
Yes.
Towns.
No, town, yes. Suburbs are different thing. We will discuss town. If the population is less than 1 lakh or 100,000, it is a town. And when the population crosses 1 lakh, then it is city. Now, in that, we will discuss metropolis. What is metropolis? Now we have come to the criterion of population size. What is metropolis?
Population size
Yeah,
5
metro
lakhs.
city. Yes. Population size of?
5 lakhs.
No. Population size of?
50 lakhs.
No, it's not 50 lakhs. You're guessing. I think you have heard, but you're forgetting it and you are guessing. It is 10 lakhs. Million cities they are called. They are also called million cities. Million is?
Just because of the number.
Yes, just because of the number.
Okay.
Actually, when the urban development was on its peak in the world, it was a big number.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now it seems not a very big number in India, especially in India because our population is very high. But it was a big number when the early cities crossed that mark. It was thought that it is a very, very big number. So it is called a metropolis. Aligarh is a metropolis also. Do you know about it? In the city limits, if 1 million people, 10 lakh people are living, then it is a metro. In the city limit, it is not the population of Aligarh district. Mind it. Aligarh is a district also, and Aligarh is a city also. Okay, so you have to distinguish between these two things, these two terms. Aligarh is the metropolis was a very, very big city in that era. Now, the population of the city is increased. All cities, all over the world, it's increased. Now, what is the new term which replaced metropolis?
Megalopolis.
Yes, megapolis or megalopolis. What is the population of that? What is the population?
I will be again guessing, sir.
Yes, guess it.
50 lakhs.
No, it is not 50 lakh. It is 10 million.
1 crore.
Yeah. 10 million. Means the population size of megalopolis is 10 times of the metropolis. Okay. So our cities are growing in a big way. So why they are growing in a big way?
Migration.
Migration, we have discussed about it. There are three main methodologies by which the city grow. What are they? Do you remember?
Opportunities.
No, those are the factors. There are three methodologies by which the city grow. As you say that population growth, then How city grows? Yes, Shanur, you were saying something?
Education, health.
And that is the factors. Urban sprawl.
Urban sprawl, yes, but it is called by another name. City grows by three means, mainly three means. I mean, this population of the city and the size of the city. We are here talking about population of the city and the size of the city. That is rural-urban migration, mainly in India. Rural migration or rural-urban migration. Rural to urban migration. Migration, you know? What is migration?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is migration?
The movement of people from one place to another.
Movement, that is travel.
Yes, sir.
Movement of people from one place to another.
In search of food or other services.
It is, but
Settling down.
migration is
Movement of people from one place to another.
it is not only movement.
Settling down.
Yes, settling means shifting of residence. Shifting of residence. That is migration. Shifting of residence. It can be permanent and it can be temporary. Shifting of residence, permanent and temporary. It may be permanent, it may be temporary shifting of residence. For temporary means not for one day or two. It is for a substantial period of time. Your intention is that now I will settle in city. It is another matter of 1 or 2 months, after 2 months or 6 months, you say that I am going back to the village. So, first thing is rural-urban migration. Rural-urban migration means people are shifting their residence from their rural areas to the city. The city grows by that. That is a very important method of city growth. Another is expansion of cities. Expansion means expansion of city means
Increasing in urban sprawl.
yes,
Increasing settlement.
yes, it is urban sprawl. Urban sprawl is one thing. It's not only urban sprawl. It is more than that. Actually, urban sprawl is seen as a problem in India. Although it was not a problem to start with, it was started as a solution. The expansion of cities. Suppose this is a city and some viable units, villages and small towns are there. City is growing and you are saying that urban sprawl, maybe some roads are connecting main city to these settlements. Urban sprawl is happening here on the roads, mainly on the road, though it is not only mainly on the road, it can be leapfrog sprawl or road density sprawl also. We will discuss a sprawl. And after a time, what will happen? Maybe
The main city
these
will
are
dominate.
also connected with each other. Yes. What will happen?
The main city will dominate and the other sub-cities will be dependent on the main city.
Yeah, it will dominate, and what it will be doing in a certain period of time?
It will engulf into imposed
Yes,
territory.
it will engulf. Engulf is the correct word. It will engulf all or some of these settlements. This is the main city, and it will grow with time, and after a substantial period of time, it will engulf all these viable settlement units, be they are some small towns and be they are some villages which have some characteristics of urban diversification of economy and other characteristics. So the main city engulfs all these, and now the city limits are these. It happens everywhere. In the case of every city. In Aligarh, it is happening or not? It is
Yes,
happening in Aligarh or not?
Yes, sir.
So it is happening. Aligarh is engulfing. If you go on Anup Shah read, it is engulfing Cherat. Cherat will be after some time. It will be in the city limits. On Agra Road, it is engulfing Sasni. Another, if you go on GT Road, it is engulfing small villages and markets. So it is happening. And third main characteristic, the methodology of city growth is, yes, guess it. What is the third main characteristic?
Population.
Yes, its own natural growth. Its own natural population growth. Natural population growth. Its own natural population growth. Its own growth. Its own expansion and its own growth. Natural population growth. You know what we are talking about? Population. City population is growing. How it is growing? There are three main methodologies of city growth. What are they? Rural to urban migration,
Expansion.
urban expansion, in which the city engulfs the nearby settlements, and its own natural growth. There are some other definitions we will discuss in